Picture this. There's an alternate version of yourself residing in a parallel universe, watching each decision you make and every route you choose. What if this alternate self, existing in a separate timeline, is attempting to reach out and send you signals? While the concept of parallel universes might seem like something from a science fiction film, quantum physics suggests that the reality we experience is merely one among countless possibilities. Every choice you make and every thought that enters your mind can potentially align you with one of countless realities. In each of these realities, there exists a version of you, some leading extraordinary lives, others encountering unknown challenges, but they all share an invisible connection with you. Imagine if you could consciously connect with these alternate versions of yourself. What insights might they offer? What wisdom could they impart? Recognizing the existence of these parallel realities goes beyond mere curiosity. It is a journey towards self-awareness and spiritual growth. By exploring this connection, new perspectives on your life, decisions, and potential begin to emerge. Engaging with parallel versions of yourself can serve as a powerful tool for personal growth. It's akin to tapping into the collective wisdom of a version of you that has already overcome the obstacles you face today, or learning from a self that exists in complete harmony with the universe, embodying an elevated potential. Each version offers something valuable, a perspective, lesson, or direction. As you start to energetically align with these versions, you not only transform your own reality, but also awaken to a realm of infinite possibilities. Today, you'll uncover signs that your parallel version might be communicating with you and learn how to engage with it. We will embark on a profound and transformative journey where understanding parallel realities becomes key to unlocking a more conscious, abundant life aligned with your true purpose. The concept of parallel realities is intriguing from a spiritual standpoint, suggesting that the universe comprises infinite coexisting dimensions. Each dimension holds different versions of ourselves, living lives that reflect the limitless possibilities our choices, thoughts, and energies can create. Spiritually, it is believed that these multiple realities arise from universal consciousness, where each thought and intention spawns a new branch in the universe, forming a new reality where another version of us experiences a different narrative. In some realities, we may be living our desired life. In others, we confront various challenges, all influenced by the vibrations and choices we project at different points in our existence. Quantum physics, in contrast, presents a complementary perspective by proposing that the universe functions within a realm of endless possibilities. The idea of quantum superposition suggests that subatomic particles, and consequently reality itself, can exist in multiple states at once. This implies that fundamentally, all potential realities coexist simultaneously, and our consciousness plays a role in collapsing these possibilities into a singular experienced reality through decisions and energy. Therefore, the notion that there are multiple versions of ourselves in different realities is not merely an abstract theory, but an idea resonating in both spiritual and scientific domains. Each version of us embodies a facet of our limitless potential, living in realities that, though separated by thin frequency barriers, are intricately linked by the consciousness that brings them into being. These versions of ourselves residing in separate realities aren't isolated. Rather, they might be continually attempting to communicate with us, sending signs and messages to guide our choices and paths. But how can we recognize these signs? How do we know if another version of ourselves from a different reality is trying to reach out? Let's delve into some common indicators of this connection. Have you ever experienced a moment where something feels uncannily familiar, as if you've lived through it before? This sensation, known as déjà vu, could be more than just a mental trick. Often, déjà vu signifies tuning into a parallel version of yourself. It's as though the boundaries between realities briefly dissolve, allowing you to glimpse and experience something another version of you has already encountered. Beyond this feeling, synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem too perfectly aligned to be mere chance, might be clear signs that a parallel version is trying to connect with you. When you repeatedly notice certain numbers, symbols, or events, it may indicate that something greater is influencing your life. These synchronicities act as reminders that parallel realities are interconnected in ways we often don't consciously detect. It's as if your counterpart in another reality is guiding your journey through these coincidences as a form of communication. Imagine you're contemplating a career change and suddenly begin to notice the same symbol, maybe a logo or a specific word, appearing repeatedly in ads, on social media, and even in casual conversations. This recurring symbol might be a way for a version of yourself in an alternate reality where you've already made this change to guide you. It's an invitation to pay attention to the signs around you and consider what they might be trying to tell you. Another form of this communication can occur through dreams. Dreams are gateways to our subconscious, but can also serve as windows into other realities. Particularly vivid dreams that feel real and leave a lasting impression might be experiences lived by parallel versions of yourself. When you dream of a life that feels different yet oddly familiar, or meet people you don't know in your waking life, you could be tapping into memories or experiences from another version of yourself. Lucid dreaming, where you become aware that you're dreaming and can even control the dream, is another significant indicator. During these lucid dreams, you have the opportunity to consciously connect with other realities and explore these alternative versions of yourself. The key is to focus on the details of these dreams, the settings, the people, the emotions, as they may carry important messages that guide your choices or highlight aspects of your life needing attention. For instance, if you frequently dream about living in a way you desire but haven't yet achieved, it might suggest that this reality exists in another dimension and is attainable for you. Understanding these dreams requires introspection and often meditation upon waking to grasp the essence of what was experienced. Another sign is moments when you feel out of place, as if your current reality doesn't quite fit. This feeling, often described as being out of time or place, can indicate that you're momentarily aligned with a parallel version of yourself. This temporary disconnection from the present can happen suddenly, making your surroundings seem unfamiliar or giving the impression that you belong elsewhere. While these experiences can be unsettling, they also suggest that realities are overlapping and your consciousness is adjusting to different frequencies. For instance, You might find yourself in a familiar setting but suddenly sense that something is amiss, as though you're experiencing a disconnection between realities. This sensation could be a subtle nudge from an alternate version of yourself, encouraging you to reflect on your current situation and consider where you might be if you'd taken a different path or made another choice. Intuition serves as another clear indicator. We've all had those moments when an inner voice guides us towards something without any apparent logical reason. But what if these powerful intuitions are actually communications from a parallel version of yourself, attempting to steer you onto the right track? These intuitive feelings can manifest as an overwhelming urge to act, even when the reason isn't entirely clear. It's as if a part of you, existing in another reality where choices have already been made, is sending you cues to behave in a particular way. In addition to these feelings, sudden shifts in behavior, where you start acting differently without any obvious explanation, might indicate that a parallel version of yourself is influencing your current reality. Perhaps you begin adopting new habits or interests, or notice changes in your daily routine without fully understanding their origin. This could reflect a deeper connection with a version of yourself that has already embraced these behaviors and is now projecting this energy into your present life. When you recognize signs of communication between your parallel selves, the next logical step is to learn how to align your energy so this connection becomes clearer and more potent. Vibrational attunement is a practice that can be developed daily, helping us draw closer to these alternative versions and integrate their lessons into our current lives. Everything in the universe is composed of energy, which vibrates at various frequencies. Every thought, emotion, and action emits a specific vibration that resonates with certain realities. When we discuss parallel realities, we're referring to distinct vibrational states that coexist simultaneously. The version of you leading a life filled with abundance and inner peace, for example, vibrates at a higher frequency that attracts such experiences. To align with this version, it's crucial to understand that vibrational frequency isn't static. It can be elevated or diminished based on the quality of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Fundamental methods for elevating your vibration involve embracing gratitude, forgiveness, and compassion. By nurturing these emotions, you elevate your frequency and align yourself with versions of your being that exist in more harmonious states. For instance, by practicing gratitude daily, you align your energy with the reality where abundance naturally flows into your life. This straightforward yet impactful practice can change how you perceive your current reality, moving you closer to the version of yourself that thrives in a state of completeness. However, enhancing your vibration is an ongoing journey, and maintaining consistency is essential for staying in tune with these parallel versions. Incorporating daily habits that support a high frequency is crucial. These might include meditation, physical activity, mindful eating, and choosing words and thoughts consciously throughout the day. Meditation not only soothes the mind, but also purges negative energies that might hinder connection with your higher self. Similarly, consuming a diet rich in natural and nutritious foods enhances physical and mental well-being, fostering a cleaner and more receptive energy field. The intention behind these practices is just as vital. It's insufficient to adhere to a routine mechanically. You must consciously intend to align your energy with the version of yourself you aspire to manifest. Each habit adopted should be viewed as a step toward this desired reality, a bridge linking your present state to your highest potential. In this journey, meditation emerges as a powerful tool because it allows entry into altered states of consciousness where barriers between different realities diminish. If you're aiming to bring more peace and harmony into your life, during meditation, visualize yourself in a tranquil setting, feeling serene and peaceful. Fully immerse yourself in this sensation as if you're already living it. Over time, this practice will synchronize your vibration with this version of yourself, making this experience more prevalent in everyday life. Yet none of these practices will reach their full potential without deep perception and awareness. It's crucial to consciously observe your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors to ensure they resonate with the frequency you wish to project. Being self-aware helps you recognize negative patterns that might be trapping you in an unwanted reality. This is why practicing self-observation is crucial. To boost your self-awareness, spend a few minutes each day reflecting on your emotions and the thoughts that dominate your mind. Consider whether these thoughts and feelings align with the version of yourself you want to create. If they don't, consciously replace negative patterns with positive ones. Through this alignment of your energy, you'll start noticing signs and messages that seem to come from a familiar yet mysterious place. However, interpreting these messages requires a mix of self-awareness, intuition, and practice. When we encounter signs from our parallel selves, our initial reaction might be doubt or confusion. These signs can appear in various forms: recurring dreams, persistent feelings of déjà vu, synchronicities that defy logic, or sudden intuitions. The key to understanding these signs lies in practicing conscious observation and trusting your intuition. Start by acknowledging and validating these experiences instead of dismissing them as mere coincidences or strange dreams. Write them down, reflect on them, and observe any patterns that emerge over time. For instance, if you repeatedly dream about a specific place or person, it might indicate that a version of you in another reality is guiding you toward a similar experience in your current life. Meditation can also be a tool for exploring these signs more deeply. During meditation, focus on the sign or message you've received and let your intuition lead you to its meaning. Intuition is essential in deciphering these signs. The message may not make immediate sense, but your intuition can provide valuable insights into its true meaning. So trust your inner voice and the feelings accompanying these experiences. If something feels right or resonates deeply with you, it's likely you're on the right path to understanding the message correctly. After interpreting the received signs, the next step is to integrate the lessons learned into your daily life. The integration process doesn't have to happen all at once. It can unfold gradually as you become more attuned to the necessary changes. Embracing the messages from your parallel self involves being receptive to new ways of thinking, feeling, and behaving. If a version of yourself is steering you toward a particular direction, think about how you can incorporate that guidance into your present situation. For instance, if you strongly feel the urge to switch careers, even if it feels daunting, this might be the motivation needed to align your life with your higher purpose. Similarly, If you have a persistent urge to pick up a new hobby or skill, this could be a signal from a version of yourself that has already mastered it and finds great joy and satisfaction in it. By heeding this guidance, you not only broaden your abilities, but also deepen your connection with that parallel self. The significance of integrating these messages lies in how they can lead to a more genuine and harmonious life. Each small adjustment and decision made based on these insights draws you nearer to the ideal version of yourself that exists in another reality. Aligning with your parallel selves and applying their messages daily can be viewed as a journey of personal and spiritual development. Every new insight, behavioral change, and decision informed by these messages propels you toward an elevated version of yourself. This alignment accelerates your growth and broadens your consciousness beyond previous limitations. You start to understand that your current reality is just one among many, and that you have the power to choose which one to inhabit based on the frequencies you emit and the choices you make. With every step forward, new opportunities arise, unveiling deeper layers of your true essence. Aligning with your parallel versions not only steers you toward a more fulfilling life, but also forges a deeper connection with the universe's unity, where all versions of you exist harmoniously. Through this integration, you're not merely shaping your reality, you're evolving as an individual, opening yourself up to endless possibilities for growth and fulfillment. Therefore, every message received, every sign interpreted, and every decision made acts as a catalyst for creating a life that truly mirrors who you are across all dimensions. I appreciate you joining me on this journey. If you found this video meaningful, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. Feel free to share it with others who might also benefit from the message. Don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thanks once more for watching and being a part of this. Take care, and see you soon.